Hey y'all, it's Wendy. If you haven't met me yet, I am Wendy Johnson with ECCHO, Ellis County Christian Homeschool Organization, and today we are talking prep. That's our high school group, so if you're watching this, it's probably because you missed the orientation. I'm going to tell you, you missed out, you missed all the fun, but we wanted to make sure that everybody was on the same page and that you were aware of some of the changes that we made and what our building looks like here and what to expect on the first day. So come on, join me. Whenever you come in our doors, here, the double doors, Miss Heather will meet you at the front. She is our front desk person, and so she will meet you here, and you will sign in. It is in alphabetical order, according to if you're here all day or if you're here just part of the day. And that's just for us so that if we have an emergency situation or a fire drill or something, we know who's here and who's not. So it's very important that you stop here. Well, let me take that back. Miss Heather's going to stop you and make you sign in, and you're going to sign in and you're going to sign out when you leave. So don't forget that. So this is something real important. The Cowboys are really picky about this. Do not sit on the back of the couch. This isn't a barn. We're going to sit on the couch just like humans, and we're not going to stick our feet up on them or kick them or anything like that. Respect the furniture. So let me take you on down this way so you see what you do next. So whenever you come in and you sign in, you're going to come drop your phone. That's right, we're taking your phone. Make sure it's locked. Turn it off, turn it down, whatever. If you want, I can answer the phone. I can talk to all your girls and all your men. It's whatever. But you're going to drop your phone here. It is according to name. There will actually be a third one on class days because we had more students sign up. So yay for that. So everybody's name will be here, and you'll be able to find your name. Drop your phone in there, and that's where it will sit while you're here at class. So nobody will be touching it. It's going to be safe. Miss Heather's going to be up here the whole time. So whenever it's time for you to check out, you can grab your phone, check out, and head on down the way. So we also have t-shirts this year, so I'm real excited about these. So these are adult size t-shirts. We have orange and navy in most sizes. We do also have kid size t-shirts if you have a little brother or sister at home, orange and navy in most sizes. And we will have those up here for sale each week if anybody wants a t-shirt. So let's head on down, and I'm going to show you classrooms. So we take this long trek over here to the front foyer classroom. So this is a classroom for us because we're just growing and we needed it. So here in this classroom, you're going to have apologetics, chess club, and college prep for homeschoolers. So this is y'all's space. We do work really hard, parents that are wondering, to make sure that this is a quiet area for those classes to be able to have a good class. It's also kind of fun for those of us that get to hear and watch and see what goes on. It's pretty good. Every classroom is going to have our prep campus rules. So you'll see this in every campus, in every classroom, just as a reminder of things that we want to make sure everybody is aware of. Arrive on time. Be prepared. All devices must be turned in at the front desk. Be respectful of your leadership, your other students around you, your campus. Students are not allowed to be alone with other students or adults anywhere on campus. This is for the safety of you, for ECHO, for your parents, for your family, for your church, all those good things. Do not hang out in the bathroom. Not a hangout place. Okay, before we get to the classrooms, we're going to get to the bathrooms. As you're coming down the hallway, the men's is right here, the boys, girls, women right here. Do not hang out in the bathrooms. It's for pottying, not hanging out. Let's go check out those classrooms. Okay, y'all, here we are at our classrooms. We have 4 classroom spaces down the hallway here, and we use all of them. I'm so excited. This is Ranch House 1. This is going to be Mr. Knoll's classroom the whole day. So if you're in IT, Biblical Worldview, or IT2, this is going to be your classroom. Okay, across the hall, we're going to have chemistry and anatomy and physiology. Mrs. Wheeler, Mrs. Cole, their classes are going to be in here. That's going to be their classroom for the day. Now, as you're looking in these classrooms today, you're going to notice there's not tables and chairs set up. I did not want to lug all those tables and chairs around and set them up today. Y'all, it's hot, too much. But on class days, we will have tables and chairs as needed in each room. Okay? Right over here we have Ranch House 3. This is going to be U.S. history and government and film production. So Mrs. Ritchie and Mrs. Garcia, you'll meet them in here. This is their classroom. Across the hall will be Mrs. Lindsay's classroom, RH4. This is going to be literary analysis with Pixar, forensic science, and junk box wars. This is going to be that classroom there. So this is the main hub. We're going to head on down to the sanctuary where we have another classroom set up. Okay, y'all, here we are at our last classroom in the ranch house. It is the Ranch House Sanctuary. So this is where we're going to have choir. We're also going to have mixed media art and guitar and worship band. If you're part of our theater program, this is also the classroom you meet in after lunch. And this is our lunchroom, y'all. This is where we all meet for lunch and have a time to sit together and eat together and fellowship and just have a lot of fun. Come on in and I'll show you all about it. Okay, so here we are. This is the Ranch House Sanctuary. So very large classroom. We use this for our big classes and our classes that maybe make a little bit more noise, that sort of thing. You'll see we have emergency exit doors on both sides. These are not doors that we use on a regular basis, just for emergencies, yes. So we will have a hall monitor, our sanctuary monitor that sits over here. That will be Mrs. Kinsella, and she will be keeping an eye on the parking lot as well as making sure that things are going okay in here. So you'll see we have a stage. It is not a playground, y'all, okay? So this classroom will be set up however the teacher needs it for the class that she's doing, and then we will also haul some tables in here to sit for lunch during our lunch period. So like the cart that you see there, that will not be in here. That'll be up at the front for whatever needs we have for that day. Around the corner right here is the AV room. So we have a take cover plan in place. So if we have a take cover event where we need to be hidden from the view, that is where we go. Other than that, no students are allowed in the AV room. So that's something that we strictly stick to at any time. So other parts of our emergency plan is weather. If we have an emergency weather situation that we cannot get away from the building and home for, we come here to the hallway and we shut the doors. All the double doors are shut and we hunker down right there. It's the safest part of the building there. If there's a fire, you exit the nearest exit, whichever one is safest, and you go all the way to the back field. Where do you go? To the back field. That's very important because whenever the emergency vehicles are coming in, they're going to be in the front and we don't want to be in their way. So we're all going to meet up back there. Other things I can tell you is parking. Whenever we park for class days, we're going to park in the very front. So whenever you come in, you're going to park and then you can walk down the sidewalk right by the welcome wagon to the ranch house doors and enter. So we're doing that on purpose because the Cowboy Church is providing us with security. And so the security people are going to be up front monitoring the parking lot, making sure people aren't where they're supposed to be. So we're all going to park up there so that way all the cars can be monitored at the same time. And if somebody's driving back this way, that's a red flag to them. So remember, whenever you come in, you're going to park up at the front. I'm going to go ahead and get started with you guys. If you don't know me, if you haven't met me yet, I'm Wendy Johnson. I serve as the president of ECCHO, and I'm one of your prep directors. Miss Stacy is my co-director. She's also a teacher for like the whole day, basically. So she teaches with EC and she teaches with prep, and she's also our theater program director as well. So, oh look, Mr. Jeff is out hauling in new chairs, or more chairs. So there's a lot of us here, and y'all, this isn't even all of us because there's a lot of people that aren't here. So we, I want to say we have like between 65 and 70 kids that'll be attending this semester. So there is a lot of kiddos that are coming. I'm very excited. It's going to be a great semester. So if you aren't aware of who ECCHO is, we are Ellis County Christian Homeschool Organization. And this is our high school program. So we serve kiddos ages 13 to 18, offering classes to enrich what you're doing at home. So our goal is to have a weekly meeting that offers just time of fellowship and a time for us to learn together and have fun. And so I'm really excited to be able to share that with all of you guys this year. So we have something very special this year. So if y'all know, like I have some baseball players in the room. Raise your hand, baseball players. So this is some of my guys. So just a few of them, and we've had a baseball team. This will be our 4th year, but this year we have 2 new sports groups with our with ECCHO. So we have a volleyball team who's actually playing in Louisville tonight. So those girls are not here, and we have a cheer squad, y'all. These are my cheer girls. I'm so excited. Yeah, they're not really mine. They're actually Miss Alex, but I call them mine. I steal them. So this is our inaugural cheer squad. I am very excited about them. They are going to be kind of our mascots this year, you know, cheer us on, pep us up for all the things that we're doing. So they have been working really hard, and they're going to show us something that they've learned. All right, girls. Do you want to sit on the stage? I don't think it's big enough. Yeah. They're not normally cramped like this, y'all, so this is a new experience for them, but we're gonna work with it. Thank you, girls. I'm so excited about them. It's something that we've talked about cheer for a long time, and we just, it's one of those things that we weren't sure how to fit it in with who we were and what we do. And so Alec and I did some talking. We kind of put it out there. Hey, is anybody interested? And so it was definitely one of those things that God put together for us. So I'm really excited that we get to have that opportunity and have them representing us this year. So we meet here in this building on Fridays. We have a full semester in the fall and a full semester in the spring. We take a Thanksgiving break, we take a Christmas break, and spring is a little weird because we have Good Friday and we have spring break, so it's a little different, but generally we're every week. So the dates are on the ECCHO calendar. So if you don't know where the ECCHO calendar is, go to www.eccho.us. Make sure you're logged in, because if you're not logged in, you won't be able to see them. And all the dates are there, as well as everything else that we have going on. But if you're not logged in, you won't be able to see everything because some of that stuff is hidden from the public. So as far as communication, we do have a group me that is set up for prep families. If you don't know how to use GroupMe or you've never used it before, it's an app, but come talk to me and we will help you get it set up. It's a great way to communicate quickly to everybody. And if we have an emergency situation, we have a weather update or something like that, or we have something that we need to tell everybody quickly, we can do it one time across the board instead of having to text a bunch of people or call or whatever. It's like a, high-speed phone tree kind of thing. We do email things out, but people don't read email. So it's one of those things I put it out in all the different ways. And then, of course, we do have a Facebook group. We have the main group that is member only, so you guys should all be in there. If you're not, request to join. But there is a teen group as well, which is another fun place to share pictures or just things going on, just, for the teen group. And then if you don't have my cell number, come see me. I'll give you a card. It has my cell number on it, or Stacy's cell number. Make sure that you put that in your phone, because if you have something specific or something that we need to know about, give us a call, send us a text or whatever, that kind of thing. So I'm going to be the office on Fridays. So I will be like the old school, calling the office, that sort of thing. If you need your kiddos, if you have a message, if you need to get somebody, call me. Like I said, Stacy's going to be in class, so call me or send me a text, if you're going to be late picking up your kid, or if somebody else is going to pick up your kid, or you just need to get them a message, hey, mom's not bringing you lunch, too bad, you shouldn't have forgot it, whatever, send it to me, okay, because that way I can get stuff to them. So as far as fees, there is an $80 registration fee. Now, if you're in multiple programs, you got the multi-program discount, but those were all invoiced, so it should be in your on your profile. You'll see what fees you owe. As far as class fees, those are paid to the teacher. ECHO doesn't handle any of those, so those goes directly to the teacher. And if you haven't gotten an email from them about how to pay, then they should be reaching out to you if they haven't already. Some of them are waiting because we were adding in extra people, and so their roster was changing. But those are paid directly to the teacher on the first day of the month. Now, if you're like me, I pay the whole semester, so that way I don't have to forget that I didn't bring it on the first Friday or whatever. But some of them take online payment, some of them take cash, check, whatever, they'll let you know, and y'all are gonna take care of that directly. Okay, one of the things that's changed this year is parking. So this is the ranch house. Right next to us is the sanctuary, and then the children's building is over there. That's kind of our hub where EC and junior prep meet. We do all of our meetings over there, that kind of stuff. But this building is where the youth are going to be, and if we have any kind of special youth events, it's probably going to be in this building. But we are not going to park back here on class days. From now on, whenever you come on campus, you will park in the front. And there's a walkway. There's the big welcome wagon, looks like a big covered wagon. That's the walkway that comes back here. You'll walk down there and come back here. It's not that many steps, y'all. It's a few extra steps on your Fitbit. You're going to love it whenever you're at the end of the day and you're like, ooh, look how many steps I got. It's going to be great. Yes, Mr. Jeff will be out there cheering you on. The reason we're doing that, though, is safety precautions. So last year, there was a couple of cars that had windows broken because somebody was trolling the parking lot. So the Cowboy Church has set up security for us on when we're here on Fridays. But in order to do that, we all need to be in one place because, again, that's just one person. So we're going to have somebody that's walking or that's driving around the parking lot, just kind of keeping an eye on things. And then there's going to be somebody from the security team that walks around the buildings and just kind of checks in on everybody. So they did ask us, if you have to unload a bunch of stuff, you can drive back here, unload it, but then you're going to go park at the front. This will also hopefully prevent people from speeding in the parking lot. So if you don't know Billy, Billy is the operations guy here at the Cowboy Church. He is a cowboy, always has a hat on, usually a khaki shirt, says Cowboy Church logo, and he loves us, but he does not like it when we drive fast. And whenever somebody speeds in the parking lot or makes big ruts or does a wheelie or a spin out or a donut, Wendy gets a call. And then I have to go talk to somebody. So let's not do that. They pretty much every day or every couple of days grate the parking lot with a tractor. It's a lot of parking lot. And so that's something they have to do on a regular basis. So if it rains or anything, it gets even worse. So don't make me get a call because Todd is doing donuts in the parking lot. Okay, y'all? Just saying. So, and that's one of the things he said too. If everybody's parking at the front, then people are less likely to come speeding around back here, you know, that kind of thing. But it's a safety deal for us. So campus care. So we've been here at the Cowboy Church for several years now, and they are gracious to us. They are precious. They do not charge us big, huge amounts of money to be here. They pretty much let us come in and use the buildings whenever we want. If there's not something else on the calendar or if they don't have a church event going on, they are precious about that. But we want to give back to them. We want to make sure that we're doing our part. We want to make sure we clean up after ourselves. We want to make sure that we're not putting our feet on the couches or that we're sitting on the back of them or that we're tearing up things in the bathroom or whatever it may be. That's real important to us because they are so good to us. And we've been my family's been a part of ECCHO for about 12 years now or something, and we've been at several different churches. Some of them are nicer than others. The Cowboys here, they believe that this is God's building and they want the community to use it, and that is very important to us. So we really try hard to give back to them and to make sure that we're doing our part. So arrive on time. If you're coming first period, please be here, first period. I know that you are paying millions of dollars to those teachers to teach your kid this semester. I get it, lots of money, but please be on time. If you're coming second period, that's 10 o'clock. Be here right before 10 o'clock. Miss Heather will let you in the front door and you can get ready to go to class. But we want to be on time so that way that we're not walking in and disturbing classes and things like that. The teachers have worked really hard. We've got a great list of classes going this semester and we want to make sure that we do our part. So the first day, whenever you come in, so like whenever you came in today, you see the welcome table there. Miss Heather will be up at the front. She is going to be our front desk person every single Friday. So she will check you in, and then she will ask you to leave your phone in your phone pocket. How many of y'all were excited about seeing your phone pockets up there? Yeah. Baseball players, I better see y'all raising your hand. Yeah. Okay. So phones, I know, we're just all attached to them. I've got one in my back pocket right now, But you know what? We're not here to play on our phones. We're here to learn, and we're here to be able to socialize with each other. The way that we make friends with each other, the way that we meet other people is to have that time together. So whenever we're here, whenever we're on campus, we're going to make sure that we're paying attention. We're going to make sure that we're, able to hear, that we're seeing, we're doing things that we're supposed to be, because we're not going to be looking down at our phones like this. Okay? So we're going to leave our phones at the front desk. You can turn it off, you can turn it on silent, you can let it ring. If I can answer it and talk to your special person, I will. I think it's fun, yeah. But if your mama needs to get a hold of you, I just ask them to call me. I will give them my card. And if they need you to tell you that you forgot your lunch and you're just gonna have to starve today, they will call me. So if you need something, you need to go check your phone, you can go up there, Miss Heather will let you check your phone, and then she'll ask you to put it back, and then you can go back to class or go back to doing whatever you're supposed to be doing. We're not gonna have them during lunch. We have a 30-minute lunchtime, and again, that's a time for our kiddos to be able to socialize and just spend time with each other and, you know, have that time to fellowship, not be on your phone. You can be on your phone all the other days of the week, if that's what your parents want you to be. So, okay, absences. If your kiddo's going to be absent, make sure you take time to reach out to us and let us know. Reach out to your kids' teachers or me or whatever, just so that we're aware. You know, we like to check on our people. If you're sick and you're down with the flu for 2 weeks, we want to know, you know, can we help you? Can we bring you some chicken soup? Do you need a meal train? Whatever. We want to check up on those kind of things. And if we don't know, you know, there's a lot of y'all and it gets busy. So make sure you kind of check in with us. We are going to check in and check out, and that is a safety precaution. We're going to do that. There's a lot of y'all this year, and so we want to make sure that we know who's on campus and when y'all have left, because if we have a fire drill or anything like that, you know, and we have to leave the building, we want to make sure that, you know, we're not sending firemen in to find Micah because we didn't know that he wasn't here today, you know, that kind of thing. So whenever Ms. Heather stops you and asks you to check in, then to get your phone back, you're going to go check out, and she's going to give you your phone back whenever you leave. So morning announcement. So we are going to do a morning meeting. If you were here last semester, Stacy and I started this last year, and we kind of loved it. We got to see all your smiling faces first thing. So if you're here for first period, come just a few minutes early, and whenever you check in, they're going to send you back this way. And we're going to do just if there's something going on, if ECHO has an event coming up, if there's a teen event coming up or something that we can share, we're going to tell you about all those little things, and then we do a little short devotional just to kind of get our day started. And then we'll send everybody to class. So emergency procedures. So every teacher in their classroom is going to have one of these bins that has their folder in it. And inside there, the Cowboys asked us to put together an emergency plan. Like, we've never had to use it. We didn't have it until last year because it was just, you know, we were safe in our little bubble. So they asked us to put this together, though, just so that we were aware of what we needed to do in case there was an emergency. It's like in case there's a fire. You're going to exit the nearest safe exit, and you're going to go all the way to the back field. You're not going to stop at your car. You're not going to go to the front. You're going to go to the back field. And the reason that we're going to do that is because there's only one in, and there's only 2 in and outs to this particular property. So whenever the fire trucks and the police cars are coming in, we don't want to be in their way. We don't want to have kids out there in the parking lot. We don't want to be running around wondering where people are. We're all going to go right back there and stay safe until it's clear or whatever. So weather events, if there's supposed to be like really severe weather that we know about, generally classes are canceled, which is never something we want to do, but sometimes it happens. But if we can't, like it's something that pops up and we can't get away, this building right here behind these double doors, those doors close, and that particular part of the hallway, that's the safe place in this building. So if we have to be in here for some big, huge weather event, that's where we go. So kids, you know where to go during that time. Our other one is our take cover plan. So I certainly hope that we never ever have to do something like that. But this building, the church has a policy where none of their inside doors lock for classrooms or anything. That's their policy that they have. So in the event that we get a take cover call, this upstairs up here is the AV room. That's where all the sound equipment and stuff is, and there's a back room in there. So if we have to, we will come out of our classrooms as safely as possible and go in there. Other than that, there should never be kids up there. That is not a kid room. That is where all the equipment is, and they've asked us not to have any kids up there. But in the event of something like that, that's where we go. So hopefully we will never ever have to do something like that. So one thing, speaking of that, so the Cowboy Church does allow concealed carry. That, you know, we are in Texas. That's not new or anything like that. We ask that our kids not carry. You know, I get it that we're in Texas and some kids, and that's fine, but we ask that our kids not carry on campus. And we ask that moms, if you carry in your purse, please don't carry in your purse on campus, because, you know, sometimes we'll set our purse down, and it's not likely that we have little kids in this building very often, but in the event that we do, or even a big kid, We just, if you're going to conceal carry, carry on your person. That's, and that's fine. ECCHO's fine with that. The church is fine with that. We have people that carry all the time, and that's not a big deal. They just ask that we not open carry, and we ask that we not carry unless it's on your person, okay? That's just kind of something that we've done for a long time. Okay, so if you come second or third period, it's going to kind of be the same thing. You're going to check in at the front, you're going to drop your phone, and then you'll go to class, wherever your class is. So, and if you didn't see yet, I do have the class signs up. So if you're looking in the classes today, there's no tables and like the tables and chairs aren't in there. That's because I didn't want to lug them all in there. It's a lot of tables and chairs. But on Fridays, we'll have tables and chairs set up in each room according to like the number of kids that are going to be in there. But you can see, like today, you can see which classrooms your kiddos are going to be in during that time. So this is a classroom, the 4 classroom in the hallway there, and then the front will be a classroom as well. So in every classroom, there is a set of classroom rules that are on the wall, like right behind you by the camera. There's this ECCHO Prep Campus Rules, and it's simple things: arrive on time, be prepared, turn in your phone at the front, be respectful, don't hang out in the bathroom, y'all. The bathroom is that's the toilet. That is not the hangout place. Don't hang out in the bathroom. And the other thing is that students and adults are never allowed to be alone with another student or adult, unless it's your parent, on campus. That's just something that we don't allow. That's just safety for everybody across the board. So lunch, like I said, we come after third period. We have lunch. It's in this room, so we'll bring some tables in here for the kids. Last year, we started having lunch all together in here, and sometimes the kids just find a spot on the floor or whatever. We will have lunch monitors during that time. So Katie, Miss Katie is one of our teachers at EC, and she's one of our old timers, is what her daughter says. But Miss Katie's going to come over and have lunch with us every day. And then Jeff, who's one of our teachers and trying to be a cheerleader, he teaches IT, IT2, and Biblical Worldview. He's going to come in and be one of our lunch monitors as well. And then we'll have people that rotate. And Miss Vanessa, is Vanessa still here? Yes. Miss Vanessa is our sanctuary monitor. So like that set of doors over there that leads to the parking lot, that's going to kind of be her station. She's going to be monitoring this room and making sure that the parking lot doesn't have people driving in and out, and just kind of keep an eye on things. So she'll also be here for lunch. And our goal there is just to make sure that we have enough adults with our big group of kids. So our cheerleaders are going to be having a little concession stand. So send your kiddos with a couple of bucks or whatever, give them their allowance. We'll have snacks and stuff like that as well, so they can support our cheerleaders. It's a little fundraiser for them. So, okay, so if you're leaving before lunch, that's fine. Kiddos don't have to stay for lunch. They can go check out and pick up their phone and head out. It's a fun time, so give them an extra 30 minutes to hang out with friends. Good time to socialize. So if your student has any sort of accommodations or needs that you haven't communicated with their teacher, please do that, because we're all homeschoolers. We all know that every kid learns differently. Mine are like night and day. And so I feel like it's a good thing for me to go to his teachers and say, hey, this is the way he learns. These are the things that I need to know about, or you might need to know about. That just helps. So if you haven't yet, make sure you talk to him, because all the teachers are very open. They're very okay, pretty much everybody has been teaching homeschoolers for a long time, so that's not something new. Hey y'all, it's Wendy. So we had a little glitch with the microphone, so Brian's going to drop in a little piece about the discipline policy. That's the part y'all missed out on. So ECCHO has a 3-step discipline policy that we use pretty much across all of our programs. So first is a verbal warning, then it's a discipline slip, then it's a discipline slip with a meeting with the board. So if you're having an issue, whether it be dress code, cutting class, cussing in class, an issue with somebody else, something like that, being disrespectful, you're going to get a verbal warning. Probably from me, maybe from a teacher, whatever. We do document that stuff, and then if it continues, if it keeps happening, we're going to send home a discipline slip. So it's going to look something like this. I don't want to send these home, guys, so let's do what we need to do. This will have to be signed by parents and returned. So parents, you will get a text from me saying, hey, so-and-so had an issue today. They're bringing home a discipline slip. That way we can know that you're aware and you can talk to your student. If the if it continues, if the behavior just continues on, this will be going on again, and you will get a meeting with the board. So we want to work things out. So if you have any questions, give me a call. The church has a lot of people that come in for different reasons. So I always tell my adults, my helpers, my leaders, I always tell them, do not hesitate to stop somebody and say, hey, what are you doing here? Can I help you in some way? Because it's a church. It is. There's a lot of people that come in and out. So we always try to have people stationed at front doors and things like that on purpose. But sometimes, like if they're doing something in the arena, they'll have people driving around back here. So if we're not back here, then that makes us more aware when people do come, and we can make sure that they're not in our space and we're not in theirs. So pick up and drop off will completely be in the front parking lot. So yes.
You mentioned they come in and sign in. Do we always need to bring them in and come in for them to check out, or
You do not. They are big enough unless, so if you have an issue of some sort, or you need something special for your kiddo and you need to pick them up, whatever that may be, come let me know. But otherwise, I am trusting that your kiddos are big enough to check out and go out to their vehicle. But if that's an issue, just let me know. Yeah.
So for that pickup and drop-off time, is there going to be an adult present at the front doors when there's the drop-off?
Yes, Miss Heather will be at the front doors the whole entire morning, even through lunch. She'll be up there. So that way, if we have kids that are leaving before lunch is over or at the beginning of lunch, Miss Heather will always be up there. So she will be the front desk person all the time. Miss Vanessa will be the sanctuary person all the time, except on baseball tournament days when she's out being a baseball mom. And then, like I said, the goal is to have other people that are scheduled to rotate through hall monitor. So in the event somebody's absent, we can pull somebody or something like that. So we always have those extra coverage. So, and then I'm always here on campus. And Stacy's on campus. She's just usually she's always in the classroom. So, because she teaches EC and then she teaches over here. So she's also on campus all the time as well. So yeah, and then EC enrichment classes is going on Fridays, and junior prep. So Jade and JC and Nikki and Rebecca are on campus. They're just in the other building. So there's always lots of leadership, like ECHO leadership here. Cliff is here. He teaches at junior prep. So most of the ECHO board of directors is here on campus on Friday. So there's always lots of leadership on campus as well. So yeah. Any other questions, comments?
Will their teachers tell us if they need to bring any kind of supplies, like in their backpacks?
Yes. Most classes, I think, have already sent out like first day, what to expect, how to pay me kind of emails. But if you haven't gotten anything, I will send out a quick note to on the teachers group and just say, hey, if you haven't sent anything out, make sure you do. Because some people take, only cash or check. Some people take online payments, different things. So all of that will go out via email. So make sure you check. If you haven't gotten anything, don't hesitate to pop on the group me and say, hey, I haven't gotten anything from this class, because the teachers are on that one as well. And that way they'll be able to make sure they have the right email address or the right contact information for that. So yeah, and if you haven't updated your ECHO profile in a little while, make sure you check that out, because if it has an old address or email or phone number or whatever, then that's, can mess you up. So I know there's a lot of new people, and so your stuff should be up to date, but as old timers, make sure you check everything. So yeah. Any other questions?
Can they DoorDash their lunch?
I don't have a problem with it. Yeah. It'll just come to the front and Miss Heather will take it, and I can't guarantee she won't eat it, but any other questions? Anything?
We've got two kids that are in different periods. If they don't have a class while the other one has theirs, do you need to pick them up? Or is there...
They do need to be with an adult. We do not have a study hall. We just don't have room, y'all. We don't have room for a study hall. So if they're not in class, they need to be with a parent, or, if you're here and you want to just hang out and be an extra person, that's fine. So we do have classes going on in the front, so we can't have gab sessions. But if there's an adult with them, like if they're with a parent, you're welcome to go sit outside. You can sit over by the Coke machines if they're not using those tables or whatever, and kind of your child can sit with you and do work or whatever, that kind of thing. But they do have to be with somebody if they're not in class. So, anything else? Any other questions? Miss Stacy, do you have anything? No? No? Who's excited? Miss JC's excited. I'm excited, y'all. It's going to be a great semester. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. I don't know if y'all don't know me yet. If you're new, your kids are my own. I love all of my kids up here. They all belong to me. I take them very personally. If I see you out in the community, if I see something you did on Facebook, if I talk to somebody and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's one of my kids, so I get really excited. So I'm excited that you guys are with us. So if you do have any other questions, I know a few of our teachers are still here. So if you want to go check out rooms, like I said, they're not set up, but you can go just poke around. We have t-shirts at the front. And where's Rihanna? I saw her. Rihanna is with, tell everybody where your organization.
Yeah, so I'm with Drug Prevention Resources in Waxahachie. So we have a coalition here in town. We also do youth prevention and health and wellness. So we donated some very pretty planners for the students. And we also have some backpacks up there and just a couple of prevention take-homes.
Yes, so there's some fun stuff up there for the kiddos to take, and then also like some pamphlets that always good information for us in case we need to ever talk to our kids or somebody else's kids or whatever, that kind of stuff. So thank you, Rihanna, for bringing all that. She's one of our new parents and contacted me about doing some fun stuff with us this year through her organization. So that's really cool. So yeah, okay, so teens. Like we are looking to do more teen-based events this coming year. So if you have an idea of something that you want to do, let us know. We're trying to put together a back-to-school kind of thing just for the teens. We're looking at probably the week before school starts to have something, but I haven't gotten a yes from the church yet on what day we can use it. So it may be after school starts, but we're going to do something just teen only, just to hang out here, so you guys can just hang out together and have fun and make s'mores and play cornhole and gaga ball and all that kind of stuff and just kind of have fun together. But if you guys have ideas of stuff that you want to do, let us know, because we certainly don't want to plan the stuff. If we plan a tea party and nobody wants a tea party, there's no fun in that. So, but yeah, let us know, because we want to kind of put those things together. And if anybody wants to host a teen event or anything like that, let us know too. We have this building on Thursdays for a few hours as well. So if somebody wants to host like a game day or something like that, get with Stacy or I, and we can kind of put that together and have that opportunity to have fun with our kids then too. So, all right. Anything else? Any other questions? No?
Are you going to go over how checkout works with everyone on the first day? Because I was seriously wondering, because like the parents are going to pull up there on that side, but I mean, our kids are we just going to send everybody out there? Or are they going to?
Whenever after lunch, so kids that stay through lunch, after lunch we will head up there. We will check everybody out, grab phones, and then we will go this way too. Yep, we'll dismiss everybody to go out and meet parents or those that drive, that kind of thing. So theater is after lunch. So if you're part of the theater program, then, you'll get to stay here with Miss Stacy and do theater stuff. So they won't be leaving. But everybody else, we'll have like adults that just kind of are watching over that. Yes.
Got it.
Yes. Yep. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Yes, if you are allowed to drive yourself, you just check out at the front, and then, yeah, we're trusting you to, again, I am trusting you guys to be big enough to be on campus, behave like the disciplined young men and women that you are, that your parents raised you to be. I get it. Any other questions? What time is lunch? Lunch is 12 o'clock. Yeah. In this room. Yeah, they're kind of on the hour. So we have 9, 10, 11 o'clock. We don't really have like a 5-minute, like we just kind of transfer. It just kind of flows well. And then we have lunch from 12 to 12:30. And then we clean up and get out so that theater can use this room. So yeah.
I have a question about lunch. Is there anything like that they can purchase here, or is it they just pretty much need?
We have snacks. There are vending machines at the front, which are very frustrating because they don't work half the time, but we were also going to have the cheerleaders are going to have a little concession stand with just snacks and drinks and stuff. We don't do anything other than that, but they're, welcome to DoorDash something if they want, or, have something delivered, or a lot of kids just bring lunch with them, kind of whatever, or parents can bring lunch. Parents can come and have lunch with their kid, sit next to you. Zeke's real excited. He's like, yeah, Mom's going to have my lunch with me. So, parents are always welcome too. So yeah, did anybody else have a question?
Just to make sure there's no microwave here.
We do not have a microwave. We don't have a refrigerator. We don't have anything like that. I generally do try to make coffee in the mornings just because I drink it, but yes, ma'am. It starts at 9 o'clock. So we ask everybody to be here like 5 minutes or so ahead of time. Usually we have people arriving about 8:45. I ask all my helpers to be here by 8:45 because we come in here and we have our little morning time before we head out. So yeah, I love when the kids ask questions.
Let teachers go to the rooms. Stand in the room.
Any other questions? No, not yet.
So we have like a class at like the second period. Can we still hear the announcements or?
No, because we don't do them again. But we did talk about, Stacy and I talked about like announcements, putting them out on the GroupMe or the Facebook page. So that's something that I think we just need to do because we have a lot of people that come different times of the day. And so if there's like an event going on that we want to tell you guys about, we don't want y'all to miss out. Things like that. So, yeah. He's fine. Any other questions?
Is it a cowboy church thing that there's no microwave? Like, could a family bring a microwave, like donate a microwave for those days?
Oh, be careful there.
Well, I'm just asking.
Right? I don't know. I would have to.
It's just never been done.
It's just never been
Okay.
done.
Microwave.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that, Yeah. I just got one of those little waffle irons. I was so excited about it, y'all. I think I might I can make waffles. I'd have to start early.
That's not a good
Yeah. All right. Any other questions or anything? All right, teachers, if you are still here, if you'll go stand by your rooms, you can answer questions. Like he's been waiting the whole time. So if you haven't met our teachers yet, you can meet them, introduce your kids, ask questions. Oh, yes. Miss Dina actually she's apologetics and she's mixed media. So if your kiddos are in that's Miss Dina back there. She can answer our questions about those. We do have a couple of people that are in Sierra's in 2 different places too. So